The fast break points. I mean, they played with great pace. It's not what they do. You could tell that that's what they talked about. They pushed the ball after makes and misses. The first half was our turnover. Second half, we actually took care of it. But the first half, we gave them runouts. Live ball turnovers ended up being dunks. So, you have a team that's lost games and you give them confidence with layups and dunks. I mean, it's a bad recipe in the NBA. And then obviously the paint points in the first half were outrageous. They had 40. And we shored up some of that. But with that defensive effort I thought we had, a lot of shots were short. That stuff happens. But yeah, I give them credit. They had, this was like a carbon copy of the Chicago game. I mean, Schroeder goes for 21. Monk comes in and gets 12. Their bench was really impactful. And they kind of kept them in the game in the first half and made the run, at the end of the third quarter. So I don't know. We just didn't have enough. Thought the guys played hard as hell. We just made some mental mistakes throughout the night.
You guys only forced 6 turnovers on the evening.
Yeah.
I know you guys have always, pretty much this season, you've been a low turnover forcing team. Just in situations like this, how important is it to try to force the opposing team out of their rhythm to make more mistakes?
Right. Our shrinks weren't as impactful. I didn't think the activity was as good. And for them to get 32 assists, to your point, that's a team that usually plays isolation basketball mainly. It's not a good number. It means that they're driving it and they're finding people for easy baskets, easy looks from three. So, yeah, they give them credit, man. They attacked us throughout the night. They lived in our paint. And then eventually the three ball fell for them late when they didn't make shots early in the game. So it's an NBA night. You fly back, prepare. I thought the guys were ready to go. I was really proud of the energy in the first half. Just thought the end of the third quarter, you could really see us kind of lagging behind. And it was tough. Do you burn timeouts throughout the end of the third quarter and then you have nothing at the end? It's a guessing game in those moments. So, yeah, just didn't have enough tonight.
You said how hard this back-to-back was going to be earlier. Did you guys start to feel that late third into the fourth? What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, shots. We missed shots. I think we make. Guys had good looks. Runs that we make in this building where you think that ball's going to go in, just the way we're playing. So I don't know. It's the NBA. Obviously, wasn't a huge fan of the schedule, but that has nothing to do with this game. They beat us. They were desperate to win a game. We come in, and I thought we played, like I said, I thought we played with the right effort. Just made too many mental mistakes throughout that led to very easy baskets for them. And then as the game wears on, the tough shot-making players they have, that's what their roster is. Those guys made some big shots.
The one thing defensively with Spencer has been the fouling so far. Does that go into the calculus? Are you concerned about that when you put him on DeRozan at all on that last possession?
Yeah, I'm concerned about anybody guarding DeRozan. And he'll learn from that. He got his hand in there. That's what DeMar does. He's always been an artist with that. He's one of the best scorers in the modern era. A lot of it is because of that. And, of course, it comes at a really key time. So Spencer learned from it. I have nothing but full confidence in him. The way he moves his feet and competes, and these great players he's guarded the last 10 days, 2 weeks, that's how you learn. You got to go out there and do it. We can show you clips. I've said that before. But until you feel it and, the change of pace of some of these guys like DeMar, it's a different kind of thing to guard him as it is to guard anybody of these great players. They're all unique to themselves. Yeah, I thought he was great. I played him too many minutes. It was out of necessity. He's getting blitzed the whole, anytime the second unit's in, he got blitzed. That he handled that well. Just have one turnover, like you said, and 9 assists. That's a great number. I thought Jamal was really good. And for Jamal, what he went through last night, and then to come back and do it again, to have 26 and 10, 23 and 9, that's not a bad back-to-back. So he was really good. Nikola was Nikola. I thought Nikola around the basket, maybe shoots more free throws a different night, but he was really good too. We just didn't have enough from the whole team. That's what it's all about. It's a group effort, and the whole group has to be there, and we did give great effort. Just didn't play well enough to win an NBA game.
We don't usually see Hunter Tyson in the first quarter. What were you hoping to see from him tonight?
Exactly what I got. I mean, he played hard as hell. He hit the glass a little bit in the sense of he was blocking out all the crashing they did. And, we're going through this process with a couple of guys out. Well, really, 3 guys out. So we want to see what each guy can do. We played Jalen a little bit. We started him. Zeke started in New Orleans. I want to give Hunter a little bit of run. As we go through these this time, if guys are out, and some are, as you know, we'll try different lineups to see what we can do to, one, give guys opportunity, but also minimize some of these minutes. I can't play an 8.5 man rotation every night, so I'll get creative with it as best I can. We got to get through Monday and try to get a win there, and we'll have time to kind of recalibrate during the week.
I know you guys, like, you're never going to want to lose or anything, but you're 12-4. You've done a lot of really good early work. Just can you stomach something like this loss, knowing that you've already done a lot of the hard things to begin the season?
Yeah, I think in the moment it just sucks because it's just you lost. That's it. You have to take a big picture look at things, where we are in the West, and that's really all that matters. And you have to understand, I lived this week by week. That's what this is. So, this is Saturday. Next week starts a new week. It's a new chance to get better. We have, obviously Memphis, San Antonio, Phoenix. So it's to me, that's my focus now. We move on to the next thing, a totally new opponent that brings totally different challenges. And that's what the NBA is. You got to grow up. You lose a game, you get better from it, and you go to the next one. So that's the way I look at it. I think the guys hopefully look at it that way too. Take a professional approach, and we'll be better on Monday.
How are you seeing Cam's confidence grow?
More and more. As a ball handler too, initiating offense, taking shots confidently. I think not looking around and wondering, is this a shot I should be taking with this group or not? It's exactly what I thought would happen, honestly. I think he just slowly is getting more comfortable. With the injuries, obviously there's more responsibility with the ball, and he is a guy that I have to put more responsibility in with, give him the ball and let Jamal take a break. So it's one of those things you got to maximize what these guys can do, and Cam is showing us more and more what he can do. And I thought defensively really competed as well. He's a great team defender, and he's really sat down individually the last week or so and shown us what he can do. So there's always positives in these games. We play so many. Obviously, you're going to look at the negative when you lose, but you're right. You got to look at some of the things that are progressing the right way to what we're going to be in the end. So tough loss. We will bounce back. Yep. Thanks.
Nikola and Cam tonight.
I don't know. It was a really hard game for us, heavy game for us. First half was really. I think we had a lot of, me especially, a lot of missed layups, turnovers, and we were kind of always slow, one step behind. I don't know. It was just, and they played really good. They were pushing the pace in the third quarter. Every kind of shot was heavy. Okay, we had the game yesterday, but we didn't. Looked how to say, it looked like everything was heavy for us.
How were they able to be in your guys' paint as often as?
Yeah. I mean, they were attacking. We did. That's something that we were not. Usually, we are really good at that. But they were just attacking us, and the help. The first one-on-one container was not good, and the help was not there. So it was just, like I said, we were always kind of slow, one step slower than them.
Where did you find the energy that you did personally to go on that run in the fourth quarter to try and find a way to get your team
I mean, it's a dogfight. Then you're just trying to do whatever you want to win the game, and we had the opportunity, we had chances, and then they executed. They scored some big points. And that's why they won the game. That's why they won the game.
Nikola, for you guys to be 12-4 right now, obviously the depth has been a big part of that. Missing multiple starters in some of these games as you have. Just what's the process like of trying to figure out sort of the right rotations, the right sort of chemistry with different guys when you have?
I think the 12-4 are just it's not a real picture. I think we are not that good. I think we need to be much better if we want to do something big. Yes, we play better, we look better, but I think we need to do on consistently every night, every possession. Even if you make a mistake, but do a correctly mistake from from our system, what we want to do, make a mistake. Don't make a mistake. Oh, I'm just gonna do something, you know. So I think we need to be much better. I think we need to be scared, not scared. We need to have a sense of urgency of rebounds, sense of urgency of being on the right place, confident shooting the ball. If you often just shoot it. So I think 12 and 4 is just. I'm not gonna say it's a real picture, but we can definitely be better, and we must be better if we want to do something.
Nikola, mogu li la pričat na srpski?
Možeš.
Dobro. Kako te igranje na, ja nisam dobro, kako te igranje na srpsku grupa pripremi ka ovdje na Americi i igranje na NBA?
Pa da, eto, svi i pre mene ljudi što su igrali za reprezentaciju govorili su da je za reprezentaciju da je sjajna priprema za sezonu i stvarno uvedete u jednu takmičarsku formu. Tako da vjerojatno je pomoglo i kad smo osvojili pre 2-3 godine titulu, imao sam leto sa prezentacijom, tako da mislim da pomogne.
Where do you feel like Cam has grown the most in the 16 games now?
I mean, I think he just, maybe the expectation was too much, and people thought he's just gonna go out there and score 30 points a game or something. I think he's playing really well. Shots are gonna miss or make. It's part of the game, part of the shooter. But I think he's not just a shooter. I think he doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He doesn't. He don't care if he sacrificed himself. I think yesterday against Houston he made quick 2 fouls, but that kind of built up our energy, and I think they scored like 11 points in the first quarter. So I think he's doing a really good job for us.
How do you feel like the chemistry is coming along for you and him when you play some pick and roll with him?
I think it's good, Like I said, we need more reps. We need everything. It's 16 games, but I think. I'm starting to figure out what he likes, where he wants to screen, and I think he figures out how to pass me the ball. Pocket is the pop for the 3, so it's just a normal getting to know with the play with the guy.
Where do you feel the absence of CB and AG the most?
I mean, it's different. They're both, of course, really good defensive player for us, and I think we miss CB in all the splits action, all the kind of in that semi-transition when he's sending off flares or a rip screen for the guys, and always finding a right spot to be and getting us easy points. Getting us easy point and getting us to the rim, and AG is of course, especially when they play against the smaller lineups, he's a really good low post player. Whatever. He's always good with the duck-ins, and he's just putting a lot of pressure on the defense. And offense, he's shooting the ball really well, of course, and defensively he's really probably one of, if not best. Him and Sabi are really good defenders.
One more, guys.
Thank you, guys. Pleasure to meet you.
Cam, as far as the controllable factors go, what are some of the things that got away from you guys tonight?
Let them score in our paint too much. Too many transition points, and let them go on runs that we know we can't let them go on.
Obviously, tough second night for back-to-back with travel and just with the team that you guys played last night. Do you feel the energy kind of sap at all from over the moment?
You can't use that as an excuse. It's NBA. Every team has back-to-backs. Every team got to deal with it. This is our home court, so that's not an excuse now.
Coach Edelman mentioned the mental mistakes. How did you see those play out?
They just took advantage of them. I mean, sometimes they happen, but too many critical moments. I know I had some stupid turnovers that just led to runouts. Stuff like that, defensive stuff, just unnecessary fouls or not being in the right spot. Those came back to haunt us today for sure.
Where do you feel like your comfortability is at just playing within this offense?
I think it's improving day by day, game by game. Still a lot of work to do. Just figuring out where people are, what we're looking for, what we're doing, and how I can best serve the team in that way.
David Adelman talks about possibly putting the ball in your hands more to try to help Jamal Murray out. What's your comfort level bringing the ball up the floor and then having it in your hands?
Yeah, I mean, that helps a lot. Any basketball player, anytime you get the ball in your hands, it brings you some, comfort and gets you in a rhythm. When you don't touch the ball, it's a lot harder to get a rhythm. So, yeah, that's part of the game that I'm really looking to embrace going forward.
When you say where people are, can you give an example of that?
Yeah, so those turnovers I had in the handoff situation, I just kind of got caught between, my mental mapping between where people will be, where defenders are, and I just made the bad decisions in a lot of them. Whereas, just over time, I'll get, Yoke popped on one, and didn't see the roller, didn't see the pop. The drop kind of messed me up a little bit, and I just threw it away. So as I get more comfortable with that, and then just movement off ball. Sometimes I'm able to get a couple cuts, get on the rim, get towards the basket, but there's still a lot of potential in those things. Just doing it once or twice isn't good enough. So just kind of finding that, learning to create space for my teammates, and in turn create space for myself.
You guys are starting to hit that portion of the season where guys are getting hurt without CD for a little while, might be without AG for a bit. Is it harder to kind of keep adapting and keep progressing sort of in a linear way with that stuff when some of the rotations might just kind of change with the flow of the season based on injuries?
Those guys are really important to what we do. They're very talented players, CB and AG, very, gritty guys, contribute a lot to the game. But as part of the league, as part of the game, 82 games is a long season. Sometimes things happen. And so I think we have the depth that we can next man up and rally and find ways to, maximize the guys that we have on the floor. And so I'm not going to use that as an excuse. I think we'll get it back together and keep pushing forward.
Can you elaborate on mental mapping?
Yeah. Just the knowledge of where everybody is on the floor without having to specifically see them. One P-Watt cut, and I was kind of expecting somebody to be out, and it's just stupid mistakes, really. It's just stupid mistakes, but I just mean knowing where all my teammates are on the floor without having to actually stare them in the eyes.
Well, was it like watching Nikola Jokić, playing with Nikola Jokić, trying to will you guys to a win?
He's incredible. I mean, it's like a guilty feeling, the performances he puts together and not being able to come out with a win. He puts his all into it, plays hard, plays a lot of minutes, does a lot of things. I mean, 44 points is it's like no big deal or whatever he had tonight. So you want to win those games when those guys have those types of performances. I think we let up too many points today. I think offensively we probably scored enough points to win an NBA game. So we got to get better and, just like I say, clean those mistakes up and turn those into wins, especially at home.
You talked about having 13 turnovers tonight, but you guys only forced 6. Do you feel like that kind of came from not getting hands and passing?
We only forced 6.
Yeah, only forced 6. So how do you feel like you guys can improve on that, and do you feel like that impacted the game tonight?
Yeah. I mean, you got to improve on that. Anytime they double you up in turnovers, it's not a recipe for success, especially the way we like to get out and run. Maybe just not getting into the ball, not forcing them around. You try to clog up the paint with some of their guys and make them make decisions and, play uncomfortable. But, yeah, the bottom line is they were probably too comfortable tonight.
One more? All right, thank you, Cam.
Thanks, guys.
Peyton, obviously a really tough back-to-back for you guys. How did you feel the effects of that out there tonight?
I mean, that's just the fatigue of the league. I feel like we all know what we signed up for playing in the NBA. It's a grind, but, I mean, it's the best job in the world to me, and, I love to go out there and compete no matter the day. I think, obviously, we've just been a little bit fatigued, a little bit short-handed, but that's no excuse. There's things we could have done better and gotten a win tonight.
They were really good in the fast break tonight, and you guys struggled with your turnovers. How did you feel like that fueled them?
Just being careless with the ball myself, included just with our post entry passes, some of our ball handling. They really got into us, and they allowed those turnovers to kind of fuel their break and fuel their offense. So it was tough. We got to take care of the ball better. Just have more attention to detail.
In that stretch, end of the third quarter into the fourth quarter, what did they figure out?
Like you said, I think that the fast break points were huge, and then also just they really were moving the ball. A lot of guys were touching it. They were keeping the ball moving, bodies moving, and we were in rotations, and they were just finding good looks at the basket. So they were really good with their execution offensively.
I know you guys don't accept the readily available excuses, but how much do you miss CB and AG in a game like this?
Oh, we miss them. We miss them every day. Every game that we play and we don't have them. Obviously, we're a little bit shorthanded, but I think that we had enough to win tonight. I feel like we had enough to win. Versus Houston, we won. I feel like we had enough to win tonight, and we didn't. So we just got to go back to the drawing board, watch some film, and look at the reasons why we lost, and then try to be better from it.